Hello and welcome back. In my previous video, I shared what I believe a parent's manual would say if it actually existed. It was my personal parent's manual. However, the words I shared, they weren't only true about me. They were true about you as well. Did you know? Did you know that you had needs wired within you from the moment your miraculous birth occurred? Needs, not to be mistaken with wants. Needs indicate that there is a necessity in order to thrive. And when those needs are not met and core longings are not fulfilled, we are left striving to survive. That is, we will do whatever it takes to meet or at least feel as if those needs are being met. And we do it in our own self-efforts. As I continue to share my story, I'm going right back to the questions I believe I would have had if I could talk, if I could speak when I first entered into this world. The playpen image, the one I said I would share a little more about, was placed in my hands in God's perfect timing. The days during the time that this picture was taken played a huge role in answering the next two questions. Who am I? And where am I? You see, we decide who we are according to what the world says to us and does with us. We draw a conclusion. I didn't think that this would be the way that I would be led to share this part of my story, but I needed to be sensitive, to not rush through the process, because there is healing in this for me. In addition to whatever it may stir within you when you listen to what I have to share. It's so like God to cause me to pause and walk through an exercise that I develop for my counselees to participate in when it comes to their inner child. I'm posting an artwork, by the way, that was placed in my hands years ago. It blessed me to just reflect on what its expression is and what it spoke to me personally at the time. But the exercise I'm referring to involves you prayerfully selecting a childhood picture and spending time reflecting on this image with some guided steps that I provide. And then you're invited to write a letter, kind of like the Dear Younger Me song from Mercy Me, which I'll also include in the comments. It's a wonderful song. But 2 or 3 months ago, I felt a nudge. It's your turn. I thought I landed on the picture once I felt this nudge and heard this whisper. But as usual, while preparing my heart, I prayerfully waited for confirmation. And the picture has been revealed to me now. Never would I have imagined that it would be this picture, that it would involve this image that was recently placed in my hands of me crying in a playpen. I'll post it in the next video when I share the rest. But yeah, he alone has guided me and led me to this place. But only after holding me and healing some very tender areas in my heart. Because what I will be sharing was detrimental to my childhood development. Also, I most certainly never imagined that his nudge would involve me sharing this letter, which most certainly encompasses a very personal lament. Sharing this letter in this platform. I'm grateful for those that are holding me, covering me, and remembering me in their prayers during this time as I am still walking and processing, walking through it, processing it all. We all have pieces, that we've abandoned, rejected, and or neglected. Pieces within us crying for our attention. Attention where there was no attention given in the moment that it was most needed. It's a part of us we leave behind, continuing the neglect. And we do it unknowingly. Yet, in our deepest knowing, we feel it. We feel this missing piece, this missing part of us as we attempt to move forward in life and through life, leaving that part of us behind. Still reaping. That's what it is when we feel that heaviness and that void, is us still reaping the consequence of this neglect. My prayer is for an awakening of the child within you, or a deeper embrace of the child within you if you already are on this journey. As you listen to this part of my story, may you have an open heart. Here's the good news. The good news that Abba reminded me of during this time of weeping and of mourning for me. Fear not, for you will not be put to shame. And do not feel humiliated, for you will not be disgraced. But you will forget the shame of your youth. Until next time, be blessed.